Hi, I am Lakshmi. Welcome to my channel. If you are watching my video for first time, don't forget to subscribe. Here you will get all about gardening like tips, care and more. In this video, we will talk about different types of plants and which ones are suitable for specific places. For example, which flower plants are best for a garden, deck or patio. Once we understand this, it will be easier to choose the right plants for the right place. What are annual? When you visit a store or nursery to buy a plant, you will find two types, annuals and perennials. First, we will talk about annual plants. As the name suggests, annual plants have a 1-year life cycle. These grow from seed, bloom and complete their life cycle within the same year. Most annual plants are planted in spring, blooms during summer and die in fall. However, you can collect their seeds at the end of the season to plant again in the following year. Here are some easy to grow annuals that are perfect for flower garden beds or vegetable garden beds. They are zinnias, sunflower, marigold, nasturtium, cosmos, alyssum, calendula, petunias. Or pot and containers which we place them on porch, patios and decks, impatiens, Inca vine, begonia, Johnny jumps. For hanging basket, nasturtium, geraniums, petunias looks good. And the best climbing plants are morning glory and cypress vine. Naturally, all plants will grow in various places like gardens, containers or hanging baskets. Anywhere they thrive. However, if we want to choose specific, we can consider the following options. What are perennials? Perennials live for more than 2 years, even in harsh climates. Some gardeners say that for plants like clematis and hardy the first year they sleep, the second year they creep, means grow slowly, and the third year they leap, means reach maturity and flourish. Perennials are mainly divided into two types. There are two types of perennials, repeated perennial and evergreen perennials. Repeated perennials are plants that shed their leaves in fall. During winter they may appear lifeless, but the plant is still alive. This stage is called dormancy. But in spring it grows new shoots and becomes healthy again. These plants return every year during spring and blooms in spring and summer. These plants are planted in ground and with minimal care, it will come back every year, even in hardy climates. And year by year they will be multiplied, so they called as repeated perennial. Some of the most popular repeated perennials are hardy daylilies, black-eyed Susan and many more. Perennials that grow taller and bushier without multiplying all roses and hydrangeas. Evergreen perennials are the perennials that maintain their color and foliage throughout the year, meaning they keep their leaves even in winter. They stay green all year around, so they called as evergreen plants. Or permanent perennials. Popular evergreen perennials includes Christmas tree, azaleas and many more. Evergreen perennials are often planted around houses and on road sideways to improve air quality and provide shelter for wildlife during winter and acts as a natural wind barriers. What are potted perennials? Apart from annuals and perennials, there are two more types of plants, potted perennials and tropical plants. Some perennials cannot survive in the ground during winter in colder regions, so they are grown in pots. Based on climate hardiness, these plants act as perennials and potted perennials. For example, we live in zone 6 where the climate will be hardy, and here we considered some plants as potted perennials, which are true perennials in some warmer zones like zone 9. Where winters are milder, these plants may be considered as true perennials. But at hardy climates, we should take some precautions during winter. We should move them to indoor or in garage during winter. In spring, depending on the climate, we can move them back outside. During winter, there is no need to water them. Just set them aside. However, from spring we can start watering and we can see plant regrowing. In Zone 6, example of potted perennial includes calla lilies, dahlia, lavender, coral bells and many more. What are tropical plants? Some of the most popular plants like jasmine, bougainvillea, mandevilla, hibiscus, plumeria, palm trees like coconut and curry leaf plant also considered as tropical plants. Tropical plants thrive in warm, humid environment. Some can handle mild cold and shed their leaves in winter, regrowing in spring like perennials. However, if a tropical plant dies completely in winter due to lack of proper care, it won't grow back like a true perennial. That's why tropical plants need extra care during winter. They should not be placed in a garage as they cannot survive there even with proper care. Instead, it's better to keep them indoors or in a basement and water them once every 1 or 2 weeks. These tropical plants can be planted in grounds at warm and humid places. And at hardy zones, it's better to plant them in containers. One of the best tropical creeping plant means climbing plant is butterfly pea. If you watch this video completely based on your climate, whether it's warmer or colder, you will get an idea of what kind of plants will work best for your space, like flower gardens, patios and more. For more gardening videos, make sure to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.